3-1 goers. In this video, I tried to show how I put the driver's side window chop back on this truck we call Bonnie. There's a lot of back and forth in the barn and up and down the ladder, so we just turned the speed up so you guys could enjoy watching how often I got to climb the ladder and how much exercise I get as a truck driver. mirror back together, but that's a good thing right there. It's been a while since the truck's had both chops on it, and I missed it. Don't know if I missed it before, but probably, because I'm not sure what the heck I'm talking about. This truck's been sitting for, with the exception of a 6-day run, about 2 years ago, it's been sitting for almost 4 years. Motor kept blowing up. We kept rebuilding it. We did some of them ourselves. Finally sent it out to what I thought was a professional, reputable company. And it's a big cam. It was a big cam 1. We had it turned out pretty good, so I'm taking some responsibility for it. But the thing that was failing, we found out later, after almost 3 times the labor that Cummins would have charged to do an in-frame. This company charged me 110 hours. Cummins said 40 with diagnosis, in-frame, rebuild, dyno break-in, and they put some other hours on there because the cab jack cylinders were giving us fits. So they said 40 hours. This company charged me for 110 hours. It was over $32,000 for labor alone. I paid for all of the parts. They were Pittsburgh Power parts. Went in the truck, made it 6 days, blew up again. Found out the fuel pump was bad, allegedly, that's what they're telling me. But told me, the owner of the shop said they were sending the fuel pump out to get it taken care of. Or to get checked, I'm sorry. And then I never heard nothing from him. I was flabbergasted by the bill he gave me when it was done. And trying to struggle through that because it should have been a $4,000 or $5,000 labor job on a motor like this for anyone that knows what they're doing. And 6 days, and allegedly the fuel pump was putting fuel in the engine oil, and they stood by it. They didn't stand by it at all. Wouldn't give me anything, nothing at all. Told me it's my problem. When I asked about him checking the fuel pump, because he checked everything else, charged me for everything you could think of. He said, "Well, I didn't charge you for checking the pump, so what are you mad about?" So that's how he does business. I'm not gonna mention their name right now. It may come out later, but I swallowed it. We paid the bill. It took me almost a year to pay that bill because the truck blew up. We couldn't even work it. But a good guy here, not too far down the road in Eastmanville, come along and had a big cam 4, freshly rebuilt out of an old Ford truck that frame was rusting out. He sold me that, very reasonable, and put it in and got it running and did really good work. So I'm thankful for that. But the other 4 engines really hurt. The first 3 were our own fault. I had my brother do it, and he's done it a few times, but not a professional. And at the end of the day, you get what you pay for? Not always. Roxanne's gonna try to help me, it looks like. I'm gonna make sure she don't get in the truck though. But anyway, so it's been sitting, and I decided I drive a W900 normally, and we haul gravel trains here in Michigan, and I go over the road and do heavy haul. I got a 4-axle tractor and a 4-axle lowboy, which I can show you guys in a minute. But my W9's at the alignment shop right now. But it's a little long for what we do locally. My son has a 140-inch wheelbase tractor, and this truck's only 200, but it's all heavy spec. I'm thinking I'm gonna run it this summer on my super train. That's the hope anyway. It is going backwards quite a bit in amenities, and I have to quit being a princess and just deal with it. But I love this truck, everything about it. We named her Bonnie, like Bonnie and Clyde. And first trip out in a long time is going to be Matt's. We're going to run it down there, just bobtail down, have some fun. And I got to take a video of this from my phone, you guys. This is crazy. Girlfriend and I are going to go down, use it, just sleep in it, drive it around, have some fun. A buddy of mine's going and taking a friend of his down that is ill and may not get to go ever again. So we're going to 2 of us are going to convoy down. Hope we can hang out with Mr. Chad Keegan and some of his buddies and just give it a good shakedown, burn a little fuel. So anyway, I'm going to finish putting the mirror back on. Get down, kitty. Oh, she's on the roof now. Clarify, I don't claim to know what I'm doing at all, so I've been in trucking for 32 years. Hauling sand and gravel and produce, reefer freight, oversized. I fix a lot of my own stuff, but I don't do it all. It's a lot of work, and I had 8 trucks not that long ago, but with the economy the way it is, we decided we were going to do more with less, and it's just myself and my dad and my son now, so we're going to do what we can. I dropped a bolt somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it. Must be down here somewhere. There it is. Oh, almost under my steer tire. What are you doing up there, Roxanne? Just hanging out? Yeah? Well, I can't help you. You did it yourself. You're up there now. You figure it out. I don't like heights, so you're on your own. Yeah, I hear you. You're not getting in the truck, though. She likes to get in the truck. So anything open. I don't like what they're in. No, get down. Hey, come here. There you go. Stay down. You having fun, aren't you? She lives a good life. Lives in a heated barn. Got her own door. Get in and out. Spoiled, we say. What is stopping that now? Oh, that screw head. Darn it. I'll try to tweak that up and over it. Let's just put that on without. We're getting her. Come on. Where are you? You stuck in there? On. There. Lock washers. Come on. I really don't want to be bitter about that because it's been a couple years now, but the more I think about it here after talking about it, it was a tough pill to swallow. We were in a tough situation. As you know, trucking is tough right now everywhere, and that guy took advantage of me, and he's supposedly a friend who he was, but I've forgiven. But it'd be hard to forget. I don't wish anything bad to happen to him, but someday, the old story is what comes around goes around. But then again, I hope I don't get out at what I deserve, because I'm sure I deserve worse. Some of the things I've done. But I'm a Christian. I believe in repentance and forgiveness. I'm still human, so I have a hard time forgetting sometimes. Well, here we have it. Window chop back. Oh, I left my glove up there. Window chop back in action. Hopefully it doesn't look terrible. It's a little beat up, but I think they were used. I took them off my W9 and put shorter ones on there. I didn't like how far they dropped down. But this thing, that front visor, I don't know if you can see it from there, but that front visor is low. That was custom built here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We had the same people do this bumper. And then they also made these grill. Switch hands here. Made these grill sides here, stainless. Those are rusty. This part was in good shape. Most of the ones I see are not, but pretty good. And then got an accident the year or two before we parked it. This side got all destroyed, so I had a buddy of mine that does really good fiberglass work fix it, and this side had something too he fixed, and he just put some red dye in the primer, so it's not even painted right, but it needs some paint. We just lubed up these door hinges. They are nasty. Listen to this. Oh wow, that's actually something. Oh, there we go. Pretty noisy. So, but hoping to put a little, as Chad Keegan would say, sexy on the frame. Maybe just put some tractor paint or something on it, just so it's not red and black. It was red when I bought it, but we had it painted black, and it didn't stick. So had a lift axle. This thing had a fourth axle right here, but we took that off when I started hauling dirt with it years ago. And I like a little real estate, so PTO or a hydraulic tank right there. But it needs some love, but I hope someday it could be maybe not a show truck, but something I can be a little more proud of. It's just the driver that was in it for 8 years, I think, didn't have a lot of ambition. Loved the truck, absolutely loved it, but just getting him to wash it was difficult. But it's got brand new mufflers and 7-inch tips, but my barn does not accommodate for that. So between my barn and my buddy who's a part-time mechanic for me, both of us have 12-foot doors, so this is like 12.4 I think, or 12.6. So we just left them off until we're done with it. But it's got good rubber. Put hub pilot wheels on it 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember that either now. It needs some new fenders, so I think we're just gonna sandblast and paint all the steel here, and then just put new plastic on. I'm trying to get the screen to come on so I can see. There it is. Put new plastic on. They're only like $100 a piece or something. So when we got a little bit of money, we'll put new ones on. They get wore out after time. But there's the train horns. I was looking for those. I could not remember when we mounted them. This truck's been sitting for so long. But the valve's not hooked up, so I got to figure that one out before we go to Matt's. Gotta try to have something. Anything going on in there? Anybody living in there? Okay. All right. Till next time. I'm just trying myself out here at this YouTube thing. I really would like to make it work and show people what we do. I'm very bad at it, I'm sure. So be kind to me in the comments. Hope you guys are having a blessed day.